The most dangerous thing Isaiah ever did wasn't arguing back, it was staying silent. Because the moment he stopped explaining himself, people began to panic. Isaiah was known for one thing: being misunderstood. At home, his family told him he was too slow, that he wasn't keeping up. At work, his colleagues said he lacked ambition, that he was content just coasting. Among friends, he was always the quiet one with potential. Everyone had an opinion, everyone had advice, but no one ever stopped to ask him what he was actually building. For years, Isaiah tried to explain himself. He'd lay out his plans, justify his delays, and defend his choices. But he learned that explanations never brought respect. They only invited more opinions, more unsolicited advice, more corrections. So, one morning, he just stopped. When his boss questioned his methods, Isaiah just smiled and said nothing. When his friends prodded him about his future, he gave no defense, no justification. He offered no emotional reaction at all. The silence made people uncomfortable. It was a vacuum, and they rushed to fill it with their own narratives. Rumors started to fly, replacing the explanations he no longer gave. Assumptions filled the void. He must be failing. He's probably confused and lost. What a shame. He's just wasting his life. Isaiah heard it all. He absorbed the whispers and the side glances. But he never responded. He let them think what they wanted. What no one saw was the discipline behind the silence. What no one knew was his hidden routine. Before the sun was up, Isaiah was awake, studying niche markets that most people ignored, finding opportunities where others saw nothing. Late into the night, while everyone else was winding down, he was meticulously writing business plans, refining strategies he never shared. While others were loudly talking about their goals and dreams, he was quietly, methodically building his. His silence became a filter. The doubters, the critics, the casual observers, they all grew tired of getting nothing from him and slowly drifted away. But the few who were serious, the ones who saw something beyond the surface, they stayed close. They didn't need constant updates. They respected his focus. Then came the turning point. One afternoon, the very same people who had dismissed him, who had labeled him as slow and unambitious, received an invitation. It was for a business launch. The event wasn't flashy or loud. There was no grandstanding. But it was undeniably real-funded, structured, and incredibly deliberate. And the name on all the official documents, the name of the founder, stopped every conversation in its tracks: Isaiah. For the first time, the room was quiet, and this time, it wasn't by his choice. The silence was heavy with shock and disbelief. Then the questions returned, but their tone had completely changed. The condescension was gone, replaced by a strange mix of awe and regret. Compliments followed, thick and fast. Isaiah, this is incredible. Why didn't you tell us? How long were you planning this? This is genius. We always believed in you. Man, we always knew you had it in you. Isaiah looked around the room, taking in the faces of the people who had judged him for so long. He finally spoke, his voice calm and steady, cutting through the noise. I didn't need belief, he said calmly. I needed time. Isaiah never became a loud person. He never felt the need to go back and explain his process, to show them his late nights and early mornings. He learned something simple and a little unsettling. People respect results far more than they respect effort. And silence, when it's backed by unwavering discipline, is ultimately much, much louder than noise. So if you feel underestimated, if you feel like the world has the wrong picture of you, don't rush to correct them. Don't waste your breath trying to explain your vision. Sometimes the strongest, most powerful response you can give is to just keep building in the quiet and let your success do all the explaining for you. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and join us for more.